We ain't never gonna learn, man. It's like we make one of these a month now. Starting the year off, another rapper gone to gun violence at a very young age. The man was only 20 years old, man. 20 years old. It's a very sad day. It's very sad, people. We've got to learn to do better. Don't forget to hit the like button, man. Hit a like up for Pop Smoke. Hit a like up for anybody you've lost this year, last year. Hit a like button for them, man. Because people need, this video need to go out to everyone, man. I don't know what that person may have done to someone or to me, from the information I gathered from it, it was a home invasion. Two guys came in and they, mortally wounded him. And then they escaped. Thank you, whoever donated to the page. I appreciate the love. JM. He's a young guy, man, and I don't know. I think he's from New York. I don't know what part. He might be from Brooklyn. I really didn't follow him that much. He's mostly my little cousin's era. My little cousins, they followed him. That's their generation of rap. Oh, he was down in Canarsie, Flatbush. All I knew is that he had a beef with Cass for a while. They was going back and forth, and people wanted me to talk about it. Like, you got to talk about Pop Smoke and Cass. Casanova, they got beef. You got to talk about that. And I'm like, I don't want to get into that because I don't really know too much about it. And this is just a young kid coming up. This is not my era, so I didn't want to get involved in it. And I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. Because this could be a situation, once again, that's so far out of hand. Yeah, then it got squashed. Because a lot of things with Cass, he was seeming like it was coming out of publicity stunts. So I just recently I heard a song of his and didn't know it was him. It was like Welcome to the Hood or something. That was the only song I heard of him. Yeah, Janet Du Bois from Good Time. I just found out her name was Winona. I thought it was Bologna for however many years the show has been on. It was only today I found out, yesterday I found out her name was Wilnoma. That's right. Hit a like button, man, for Pop Smoke, his family, anybody you lost, man. We just losing people. Like every month someone goes. Thanksgiving I lost my grandmother. We all know that. That was on Thanksgiving. Then month later, right before New Year's, my cousin is taken away, shot 6 times. Beautiful woman, beautiful girl. 6 times. They still investigating the case, which I don't even understand how they don't even have the person by now. Thanks, Nicole. I appreciate that. So my whole family's been reeling, just reeling. Then right after this, we get hit with the Kobe Bryant in January. And I'm like, people still reeling from that. Then we come with this. It's like, when are we going to stop, man? It's like, we need like a break. And people act like don't nobody care for people. I mean, that guy got a family. Maybe, man, you don't support him and you don't listen to him. That's my cousin era. I don't have to listen to every rapper to be upset when someone passes away. That's just being being a human. That's a person. That's someone's child. You might not like them or whatever, but that's somebody's child. He has people that love him. He got nieces and nephews, probably cousins and friends. They all hurting right now. And this didn't happen in New York. This happened in California. This happened in Hollywood Hills, where it's not supposed to happen. A home invasion. You see? It's my grandmother. If you've seen any of my videos, you know me and my grandma. I always was at my grandma's house taking care of my grandma. And you guys helped me out a lot. All the money you was putting in my cash app, that was going to help feed and take care of my grandma. So you guys were partially responsible for my grandma. You know, we used to watch basketball games together. So anybody who here who support me, you guys know you were very much a part of our family. And this is my cousin, 26 years old. She just turned 26. Someone gunned her down. December the 29th, right before New Year's. Mother of two. My beautiful cousin. So when I keep telling you our family's going through it, we've been through it. Then Kobe Bryant, that's like a family member to everybody. Everybody was hurt over Kobe and Gianna. And now you wake up to another rap artist gone to violence. It's like, man, when is this going to stop? They don't know if he knew the people or not, but this was not in New York. This was in his house in Hollywood Hills, California. Someone broke into his home. It's just, it's heartbreaking, and you just want. It looked like a setup, but we don't know. I don't know who was involved in what in the situation. I really don't. I've not looked into it. My cousins and them would probably know more than me. That, Pop Smoke is their era of hip hop. Like that's the guy they follow behind. That's the guy they, listen to. So most of the younger guys that come up in this game, that's their thing. So I don't really get involved. I know you just want to be able to breathe. I'd be like, can I breathe? Give me a day where I could just breathe. Like it's like no relief sometimes. Like none. Yeah, the only song I ever heard from him, and I didn't even know it was him, was that Welcome to the Hood song. That one went hard. They played that in a club, man. That thing was knocking. You want to talk about knocking. That song was knocking, and I didn't even know it was him. I mean, we just got to do better as people, man. I mean, we got to start looking out for each other, and we got to move on. Even the people that did this to him, I don't know what this guy could have done to him. So I'm not gonna even speculate. I'm just saying we gotta resolve issues better than just saying I'm gonna be violent. Because not only if you taking one person's life, you ruined yours. Because it's only a matter of time. That karma's going to come back to you. Even if you get away, you're going to get caught doing something else, or somebody going to do something dirty to you. So it don't pay off. In no way, shape, or form is it going to pay off for you. Eventually, you're going to get burned. And then he's gone. You in jail for life. Who wins? You know who wins? The other people who are profiting off of you not being here anymore. So you got to start thinking smarter. There's other ways to get revenge without taking lives. I mean, all of them, LA, California, West Coast, they don't play around in the West Coast. You are most likely to have something happen to you in the West Coast than the East Coast. That's a fact. You look at all the artists that's gone that was in the West Coast or got really hit up. The West Coast is wild. And you think with weather like that, they be like, man, this weather is perfect. Let's just chill today and, go relax. No, somebody got to do something. Try to do a home invasion. Look, man. We just got to do better as people. We got to do better by ourselves, for ourselves, because these situations get crazier and crazier as the day goes on. It's the drugs. I believe it too. All these drugs. See, that's what people don't understand about drugs. They think, man, I'm still me. I could take it. You don't know the effects of brain damage. Brain damage don't just tap you and go, we're not feeling ourselves today. Yeah, so, some of the parts are just not going to work today. All right, just letting you know. All right, thanks. Brain damage don't work like that. You are not going to know parts of your brain is not working. Your decision making will change. The things that's in your brain that used to help you process common sense, that thing has been dulled down. Your common sense factor, he's doped up. So your common sense level is not working. So if that's not working, you think it's a good idea to put a big tattoo on your face. Oh man, this look good, don't it? Yeah. Woohoo! I look like Batman. I got a permanent Batman mask on. I'm gonna go get a job now. They can't refuse me now. I'm Batman. No. That's not the case. And people think that they got the power to stop. These things has an addiction crave that they have people in sweats and they have to tie down the beds to get them to withdraw from the fiending and the addiction from the painkiller. Because the drug is so addictive. You got to have it. So all of these rappers who think it's okay this is a party drug. There's no such thing as a party drug. There isn't. They just did that to make it sound cool. Molly, that thing dissolves your brain. It chews away at cells in your brain that affect decision making. That eventually, if you take enough of it, you will seize. It might not ever come out. That doesn't sound like something that I want to sign up for. I'm saying we have to do better. As human beings, we need to be more aware. We need to educate these rappers. Our forefathers of hip hop need to be out here doing these episodes of telling people, hey, we this drug thing, yeah, this ain't cool, bro. This thing ain't cool. We got to stop this right now, ASAP. We got to shut down the way it goes, starting today. We need to hit that button. And the reason why we need to hit that button is because all of these things that's happening right now should not be happening. We should not be losing rappers at 20 years old. We should not be doing that. And all of these older rappers who in their 40s trying to be 20 and trying to do what the young boys doing, you the blind leading the blind. They supposed to be looking up to you and striving to be what you were. You trying to be them. You did your 20s. Cut that out. You supposed to be out here telling these men like, man, this ain't cool. Getting 1,000 tattoos. What's getting tattoos gonna do for you? That is the biggest waste of money in our community that never even used to be our thing at all. People of our culture, we didn't get tattoos. Okay? If we had a tattoo, we had to hide it. If somebody got tattoos, they had to hide it. Like, I gotta hide this tattoo. People who got tattoos are people that went to jail. People who sagged their pants, that came from jail. So you're bringing all the penitentiary jail things to the streets. If you had tats back in the day, you were either in a gang or you were in jail. Now it's become fashion. You serious? Drug addicts, gang members, jail, tattoos. Now everybody want to wear tattoos. Tattoos are the biggest waste of money in the face of this earth. Because when people get tattoos, they don't even care about it no more. 3, 4, 5 years later, they're talking about covering it up because they don't even care about it. And now you're trying to put something on your body for the rest of your life that you ain't going to care about in 2, 3 years. I'm just saying, we got to move on. Hip hop artist is the most dangerous profession in the world. And it's not a good thing. It's a ridiculous thing. Hip hop, listen to me. Hip hop is the most dangerous profession in the world. It is more dangerous than the U.S. military. Let that sink in. The chances of things happening to you in the military is less than it would happen to you in the hip hop world. They don't report all hip hop related deaths. Those are not reported. Because there are plenty of rap artists out here that are signed to minor labels that were getting themselves killed over drill music. Dissing each other back and forth on drill music. My thing is, if you live in Hollywood Hills, you believe that you're safe, right? Anybody can be gotten anywhere. That's why in hip hop you gotta have paid security. Paid security runs you about $120,000 a year. Depends on what type of security you have. If you're a dangerous hip hop artist, you should have top of the notch security like Fort Knox. You're gonna need an armored truck to go somewhere. You're gonna need all of these things just to perform. It is the most dangerous profession in the world. It leads to paranoia. If you're a rapper and you're not paranoid, you should be. Because you're out there by yourself on stage performing. Now, if this was Justin Bieber out there, and hit the like button, people, because we want this video to go viral. People need to hear these words. What's up, Marcus? I don't know if it was Crip, Blood, and none of that stuff, man. Like I told you, this is my cousin's era of music. Like my cousins listen to him. You call it preaching, I don't know what it is. It's just telling the truth. This is exactly what needs to be heard and need to be said out here. Yeah, well, nothing was going to happen to Khaled while he's downtown in Chicago. You know, you just got to understand your surroundings. If you're in downtown Chicago, there's nothing going to happen to you. In no all-star game with that many cops around. Believe me, people know when and where to do things, and they were not going to do it there when that many cops around. No. The thing is, we got to clean up this whole drug era rap. That stuff's got to go. We don't need it anymore in our society. We don't need it anymore in our world. We need it gone. We have to start to evolve the game, and it comes from our older generation. Stop relishing in marketing yourself, trying to use these young guys for fame and use their target audience by doing songs with these guys instead of telling people the truth. Instead of telling people the truth about the situation. You need to educate this youth. The same way when you guys came up, when the Nas, the Jay-Z's, and all these guys were coming up, they were educated. They had guys educating them on what not to do. You see why Jay's a billionaire? You know why Jay's a billionaire? Because you know what he's not doing? He's not doing drugs. He's not out there tatting himself up like crazy. He's not out there making syrupy rap. After watching what Lean has done to people like Lil Wayne, has made him basically the biggest addict in the world. We're out here doing what rock stars were doing. You know how many rock artists used to perish and go off diesel and all these other products and lose themselves? Tons of them. because everyone comes in the game, they want to align themselves. They look at internet hits and all these young people are getting hits, and we got to promote this young people and all the goofiness they doing. Instead of teaching them right, we using them trying to make money off of them. And people are afraid to say the right thing. Like, man, look, we can't be championing that here. We don't do that here. There's no more standards. Now people are bringing these guys on stage when they would have been told at the door, look, you ain't bringing that cup of syrup in here. This ain't coming in. No smoking in here. This ain't happening here. See, when they came to Chicago, you know what they ran into? That I didn't even get a chance to make the video on yet, is that all of these smokers who came down here to kick it for the All-Star game, they ran into the Chicago rule. There's no smoking. There's no smoking in this building. You want to go smoke, you're going to be outside in the freezing cold. They wasn't prepared for this. A lot of these like, hey, what kind of rules are these? These are the Chicago no smoking rules, buddy. Now, if you want to violate that, you will get locked up. And that's exactly what happened here. That was the biggest commotion of all. People were mad they could not smoke their drugs. Oh, this happened with a lot of people. Professional, former basketball players. Everybody was, hey, man, I thought weed is legal in Chicago. What is this? You might be legal to get it if you got a card, but that don't mean you get to just smoke up everywhere. Do it in the privacy of your own home. But you ain't finna smoke in this hotel. You ain't finna smoke here. You downtown Chicago, baby. So hopefully this video gets out to the world. It reach a lot of people. It reach a lot of heads out there. Maybe one or two people will say, you know what, he right. Let's try to educate these kids. Let's try to cut things off. You know, instead of accepting all of these things that they do and use them for promotion, maybe we should try to intervene and say we're going to set standards that we're not going to be allowing this here. Atlantic Records, Universal Records, all of you major record labels that are accepting these artists coming through the door, making this syrupy rap. Who approves this? Because this is what you're feeding the youth. So I'm holding all the record labels responsible. Who promotes this? Whack 100. All of these guys who are managing these guys, man, you are older G. You should know better. You know better. You managing these guys too. You know, I'm just calling people names out that I feel that's out there doing it, and they definitely take some responsibility and say, hey, I ain't gonna be promoting no more artists that's doing this. You know, let's focus on the music, not the nonsense. That's how y'all sitting there honoring Nipsey. Nipsey was about that. He's about moving forward. He was like, look, we did the stupid thing. Now let's do the smart thing. If everybody honoring Nipsey, why are we not doing that? Let's do the smart thing. When me and Nipsey was speaking back and forth, it was about doing the smart thing. See, I know that goes against the plan. And that's what we need to do. We need to go against the plan to make money on our demise. They're treating us like batteries. They're using you up, and they're using you up in shorter periods of time. Our youth are going out 20 years old, 22, 24, gone or in jail. Families destroyed. We got to break the cycle ourselves. If we don't do it, we will be eliminated. I don't know much about that guy to say that the home invasion was a setup and all that stuff. I don't know. So I'm not going to go there. But hopefully all you guys subscribe to me. So you'll definitely get information that you should be hearing on my page. Because we going to speak from the heart all the time. People know me. As I see some new people here. Right, we got to start being elders. And I don't mean just by age. Elders have wisdom. You know, there's knowledge, there's understanding that comes along with this. There's a responsibility. So many people won't get this far in the video, and that's sad. But I hope everybody here subscribe and they hit that notification bell so they notified every time we spitting something real. I'm just tired of seeing people go, man. You know, everybody who just got here, you probably don't know me, but I'm somebody who lost his grandmother, his cousin, Kobe Bryant. Now this, I'm surrounded in grief, man. It's just terrible. I brought my grandma everywhere I went. I used to let y'all speak to grandma. We used to watch the games together. Then my cousin, they don't even know who took her life. Shot 6 times in her car. Even shot her 3-year-old. 26, just turned 26. My beloved cousin in Indianapolis. And nobody knows nothing. It's too much. It is too much. It's got to stop. Y'all know we've all lost somebody. It's just getting out of hand, man. It's just, you know, that's why if I sound like I'm just preaching and preaching, I'm just talking through it because I'm just like, man, enough. People need a break. You know, then the Kobe Bryant thing came, you know, and Kobe's like a family member to everybody. You just drained. It's just really mentally draining. So, y'all go out, man. Do something positive today, man. Inspire somebody. Do something uplifting. Do something with your kids. Call your moms. Tell them you love them. Tell people that right there that you see every day that you probably just neglect to say I love you. Just call them randomly out the day and say you love them. Tired, man. I'm real tired.